Starting a momentous 6,000-mile weekend air trip to Venezuela and Colombia, President Kennedy makes an overnight visit to Puerto Rico. Waiting to greet the President and Mrs. Kennedy at San Juan's International Airport is Governor Luis Muñoz Marin. Recognized as one of Mr. Kennedy's top advisors on Latin American affairs, Muñoz Marin heads a flourishing Commonwealth following democracy's path. It is a matter of record that the last communist to try for public office in Puerto Rico received no more than 235 votes out of 500,000. Not a single hostile word is heard from the crowds lining the route from the airport to La Fortaleza, the governor's residence where the Kennedys will remain overnight. The big occasion of the Puerto Rico stopover is a dinner given by Governor and Mrs. Muñoz Marin for their guests. It is a relaxing hour for the Kennedys before their whirlwind journey to South America's two northernmost countries. Next day, on to Caracas, Venezuela. The Venezuelan trip of the Kennedys comes at a time when the country experiences pressing internal problems. Mr. Kennedy is the first U.S. president to visit Venezuela, and he is welcomed by President Romulo Betancourt. Strict security measures have been taken by the Venezuelan government to avoid the type of incident which occurred here during Vice President Nixon's visit in 1959. But there are no signs of hostility at any point. Mr. Kennedy has hailed an agrarian reform project on the outskirts of Caracas, where he highlights his Alliance for Progress, a 10-year plan of economic aid for Latin America.
I do not hold the view, which some now preach, that the only way we can make economic progress is through dictatorship. I believe the reverse. I believe that the experiences of Eastern Europe, the wall in Berlin, the famine in China, the hardships in our own hemisphere show that liberty and economic progress go hand in hand, providing the people and the government together are committed to progress for the people.
The President introduces Mrs. Kennedy as not in need of an interpreter, and the First Lady steals the show when she takes over the microphones to speak unhesitatingly in nearly perfect Spanish, stressing the hemisphere's goal to build a bright future for all its people.
Hasta que los habitantes de todos nuestros pueblos tengan oportunidades de trabajo bien remunerados, pueden vivir decentemente y recibir enseñanza. Estas cosas deberían estar al alcance de todos y no limitarse a unos pocos afortunados.
The important journey is climaxed in Bogotá, Colombia, where the host is President Alberto Lleras Camargo. Newsmen have noted that the latest Kennedy mission of personal diplomacy is achieving great success. In Bogotá, this is given graphic expression in the enthusiasm of the welcome on the drive through the city's jam-packed streets. Estimates of the crowd are as high as 1 million people. At a dinner in San Carlos Palace, Mr. Kennedy keynotes his program when he says that democracy will meet new needs without violence, without repression, without a discipline which destroys liberty.